Hey, welcome back to Sarzo Studios today. Today, we have a very interesting member, quite frankly, because they're in the professional sports business. We have a lot of pro sports here in Arlington, but one of the newest ones, in a lot of ways, one of the really coolest ones, is our professional golf tournament we have right here. It is the Veritex Bank Championship, and we're very fortunate to have the tournament director, Mr. Richie Sapp, here in studio. Richie, how are you, buddy?
I'm doing great, Brian. Thanks for having me.
Oh, thank you for being here. I mean, I am so excited. You guys I can't believe we're coming up on yet another tournament. How many years has the tournament been here in Arlington now?
We're going into our 5th year, which is exciting. So
Number 5.
Yep. Me and my team, we've been only in place for 16 months. We've already run one. So we're excited to have a full year to have planned for this one and really take it to the next level.
Is it fair to say that the planning for this year's event started the day after last year's event, or maybe even before it was over?
I think mid-tournament week last year, we were looking at everything that we were doing and trying to find ways to make it better. So you'll see a lot of similarities, but a lot of things done a little bit differently and honestly for the better.
The Veritex Bank Championship is a PGA event as part of the Korn Ferry Tour. Is there any sort of like a mission statement or anything that you guys kind of go by as to what you like to live by?
We are trying to showcase what Veritex Bank is doing for the golf community here in Texas. They elevate young professionals from the time that they're in their youth development stage all the way to being a professional. Scotty Scheffler, for example, he was a 2019 Korn Ferry Tour graduate, and they've been working with Scotty since the beginning. So we're trying to take that to the Korn Ferry Tour, and we're also just trying to do good by the community along the way.
You know, I'd mentioned, obviously, there's a lot of professional sporting events here in Arlington, but in my mind, as a sports fan, not as an athlete, but as a sports fan, what I really like about your tournament is the fact of how close the crowds can get to the players. You can't do that in any sport. That's a big deal, isn't it?
No, I think the ease of access once you get on site is really unparalleled with any of the other tournaments in town. You can get up close. There's plenty of golf to watch. There's 156 players that will be competing Thursday and Friday. Will be a cut after Friday's round. If you're a casual golf fan, come out and really immerse yourself in the community experience. If you're a diehard, you're going to see the most elite rising stars come to DFW here in Arlington for the week. So there's a lot of names that played in our tournament last year that are on top of the leaderboards on the PGA Tour this year. And you're just going to see them continue to grow and excel for years to come. And we want you to be a part of their early story and say, hey, I watched Scotty Scheffler when he played in the Veritex Bank Championship before anybody else.
Well, and one more thing that needs to be noted is the fact that a big differentiator between this tournament and other pro sports, if you're really good, you can actually play side by side with these professional athletes, the Pro-Am.
We're so excited to be working with Luke Casey as the title sponsor of our Pro-Am. It's the best experience I have to offer anybody, is a chance to play with one of these up-and-comers who, candidly, when you're playing right next to them, they are the exact same type of golfer as a PGA Tour. They're just waiting for their turn. They're engaging. They're excited. They're excited to be there and to play with you. And then also it's just a white glove service full day. The pairings party is a great way to network and meet new folks across different industries that are being a part of the Pro-Am. And it's really a fun event for us as the tournament staff, because that's really the kickoff event that kind of springboards into Thursday and Friday, and we just get it rolling on Wednesday.
As we're rolling into the tournament, rolling's a good term here. As we're rolling into this year's tournament, tell me some of the changes that have gone on, because I know one big one is you've recently extended the relationship with us, so to speak.
Yeah, so we just renewed out at Texas Rangers for another few years. We're obviously so excited about that and what opportunities lie ahead. I think one way of really integrating the community into this extension has been to open up free general admissions, so folks in Arlington feel welcome to our tournament. We want everyone to come out and enjoy their experience on site. And when you think about what the opportunity is to work with the city and to work with Texas Rangers Golf Club, which is a city asset at the end of the day, we want people to be proud of that here in Arlington. And it's a big deal for a municipal golf course to be hosting a PGA Tour sanctioned event. It's a really big deal. And so a part of what we're trying to do with the free general admission ticket program is to really just inspire engagement across the community. We want the people to kind of champion this event and to be proud of that course and see it as a place to go play golf, a place to go have a burger or a beer and kick back and relax, because it's a beautiful place to hang out. It's just fantastic.
It's absolutely spectacular year round. The tournament's here for that week, but Arlington residents and others can play that golf course year round.
Absolutely. It's a great place to eat and hang out. It's a great place to practice your game. It's a great place to play. The city continues to put resources forward to improve the golf course, which is awesome. So you're only going to see the course get better and better over the years with the plan that they have. So we're really thankful for our partners here at the city of Arlington and at Texas Rangers Golf Club.
Well, the city, I'm sure, and I know this, is very grateful to have you guys here as well. But are there any advantages to not just Arlington, but any city for hosting a professional golf event at their local golf course?
Absolutely. I mean, the easiest way I think about it is you see some of the brands that associate themselves with the sport of golf at the professional level. You're talking Rolex, Mercedes-Benz. There's a natural brand lift that any entity that it's aligning itself with golf will feel and experience. And so for the city of Arlington to have the PGA Tour come, I've said it before, I'll say it again, it's a big deal, right? And I think it really puts the city in the global golf spotlight for a week. And I think it also it should encourage folks to go out and play the course that the pros play. So it's an honor, and it's fun for me to sit kind of in the middle of it as a tournament director and facilitate the tournament being in Arlington. You know, it's only there for a week, but I feel like our team has kind of a year-round presence here in the community, and that's also really important to us, is to while the gates are only open Thursday to Sunday, the club is always there, and us at the Veritex Bank Championship are always out here in Arlington.
You know, you mentioned the key word there, because I don't want to mislead anybody. I know you don't. It's not the Richie Sapp Open. There's a lot of people on your team involved with this, doing a variety of things, and it takes a lot of people to run this event. You have a tremendous staff, but one of the big components of the staff is to put together volunteer opportunities, which is yet another way that local residents can get involved with a pro event. Can you talk about the value of volunteers and how someone could do that?
I think that the volunteer community that we've kind of created before my time even, I mean, we've got folks coming on their fifth year being volunteers, a lot of very familiar faces even for me now. They're really the backbone of the operation. It is a really fun group who are, the camaraderie that they have is awesome. To be able to get into that community and to meet new people, but also give back to what we're doing to Arlington. I mean, it's a great place to volunteer. Our volunteers are wonderful. They are golf fans. Some of them don't even need to know golf, and that's the most fun part, is someone raises their hand, says, hey, I want to be a part of this. And they may not know much about golf. We'll get you spun up, and you don't need to know a lot about what's going on to make a big impact to the operations. Aside from the camaraderie and the opportunity to be a part of a professional golf event, is the up close and personal opportunity, right? We've got folks inside the ropes. Even I can't get inside the ropes with my credential, right? But we've got volunteers in there spotting balls. They are doing the shot link integration, which sounds really technical, but it's not. But you're just placing where that ball is for the app that's being broadcast all around the world. It's pretty amazing that we've got volunteers doing that. And then, the icing on the cake, outside of the camaraderie, outside of the opportunity to get up close and personal with the pros, is the fact that if you do 3 or more shifts, you get a free round out of Texas Rangers.
Oh my.
So it's it's a really fun experience. We get really solid feedback, and we just want to grow that volunteer base as much as we can between now and the tournament. But also, we want folks to keep coming back year over year because that continuity is fantastic. But if you're new to it or you're on the fence, just know that you don't need any golf experience to come out and be a part of it.
And so can people go to your website to get more information on how to become a volunteer?
Absolutely. Yep. Veritex Bank Championship.com. There's ticket information, spectator information, volunteer information, a little bit of history about the tournament and where we're going. And it also has all of our sponsors on there, which is a huge other piece of what's required to get this tournament where we want it to be.
Well, let's touch on that real quick before we wrap up. From a sponsorship standpoint, obviously you got Veritex, but there's other ones as well. But also there's great opportunities for local companies to get involved. I was talking to you before we came in here today, the cabanas, that's a new thing this year. Talk to me about that and how local companies can take advantage of that.
We've got something for every type of business, right? Whether you're looking for brand visibility within, a very Arlington-centric fan base that we expect to have come tournament week, all the way down to client hosting opportunities. I mean, when you put a relaxed setting like a professional golf tournament with really unparalleled just hospitality, food, beverage, hopefully really good weather, right? I mean, it's an easy place to do business, and that's really what I think long term we want folks to realize here in Arlington is like, this is truly a B2B business driver. It's good for the local business community because it provides that experience that I think a lot of companies are need, right? And we want to be the ones to provide that. And candidly, our pricing is different than if you were to do this at the Byron Nelson or Charles Schwab. We pride ourselves on fan-friendly prices at concession. Our hospitality is priced fairly. So we have something for everybody, and we just want to engage the business community as much as possible, take advantage of it.
Well, and again, we'll roll the website here on the screen here in just a little bit, but shout out one more time with the website for all this information.
Yeah, VeritexBankChampionship.com.
VeritexBankChampionship.com. Okay, two more questions before we wrap up because you've got a little tournament to get ready for. But I'm curious, as we sit here at the Chamber today, you've been members now for 2 years here at the Chamber, and I would like to know why. Well, what is the Chamber, if anything, what has the Chamber been able to do to help you out personally and professionally?
Well, when we first took on the Veritex Bank Championship, I believe that was November of 2023. I think we were Chamber members by December. So it was one of my first priorities was to get out into the community and meet a lot of the local businesses and local business leaders. What it's done for me is opened up a ton of doors, both professionally, but more importantly, personally. I've got a lot of friends here in Arlington Chamber, people that I can call at any time, text for advice, whether they're golf fans or not. I've got a ton of people that mean a lot to me just in the 60 months I've been I've been a Chamber member for 2 years, but we've been around for 60 months. And, and I think that for anyone that's coming to Arlington to do business, there's no better place to start than the Chamber. And if you want to make business connections, that's what it's there for. But if you want to make friends, it's even better.
That's super. Well, we appreciate that on behalf of the Chamber. Thank you for your membership, but on behalf of someone who loves Arlington like all of us do, thank you for bringing this pro golf tournament to Arlington, Texas. It's going to be incredible. And last but certainly not least, what are the dates of the tournament?
April 21st, the 27th. So T-balls will fly on Thursday morning on April 24th, and we'll go through the weekend. We'll have our community day on Sunday. Bring the kids then. Folds of Honor Friday. Very patriotic day for us in support of our partners over at Folds of Honor. And we'll be doing... We'll be. I've screwed that out.
We're not getting in. We got all sorts of stuff going on, and again, it's right there at the website that we've been talking about, and it'll be here on the screen. So we're going to wrap it up here. Richie's got a tournament to put together. He and his staff, of course, will be working on that. But I know that Richie knows this from his membership, and we all know it, that together we succeed. So thank you for being here. Best of luck with the tournament this year. Folks, thank you for being here as well. We appreciate you, and we'll catch you next time.
Thanks, Bryan.